Welcome back to Ask Dr. Clarke. Today's topic, which sin needs to be addressed first, her adultery or his alcoholism? It's common for both spouses to have sinned seriously. So which sin should be dealt with first? I'll cover that today. My brand new book, Adult Children Who Break Your Heart, is now available on my website, davideclarkephd.com. If you've got an adult prodigal, child who's drifted from the faith, who's living in sin, possibly sexual sin, or has cut you off, or is living with someone, or there's a bunch of scenarios I cover in the book, this is the book for you. It's a biblical, solid, tough love plan to hopefully bring that child back to God, and if they come back to God, they'll come back to you. Also on my website, you'll see all my resources for marriages in crisis. That's what we do, marriages in crisis. My books, my focus on the family video interviews, my podcast, my YouTube channel, my TikTok videos, all the social media, and my phone advice service as well. You want to talk about your issue, talk about your crisis, you can through my phone advice service. Okay, here's today's question. Hi, Dr. Clarke. I heard you want to focus on the family podcast, good, and I really liked your approach. I have a dear friend whose marriage is in crisis. Her husband has a drinking problem, actually had a drinking problem for years, which slowly ate away at their marriage over the last decade. A lot of damage done with the alcoholism, yes. She stayed with him for the sake of their 4 kids, but recently she confided in me that she had a year-long affair. Okay, that's her sin. We got the alcoholic and the damage, and we got the affair and the damage. It's all out in the open now, and things are terrible, I can imagine. They want to try to work it out. That's good, but only for the sake of their kids. Okay, that's not so good. They are not saved, also not so good, not good at all. So I know salvation has to come first if they have any hope. Yeah, that's true. Beyond that, how do I help her? I know God can heal them, and what an amazing testimony that would be to the glory of God. Boy, it would be. She trusts me, but I don't know what to say. What needs to be addressed first? Her affair, his alcoholism. He's not currently drinking, but he still blames her for driving him to drink. Now, this guy's got some more problems. Thanks for any help you can offer. Okay, here's what Dr. Clarke says. Now, I agree with this lady. They need to come to Christ, obviously, so the gospel needs to be shared with this lady. And hopefully they will come to Christ in the process of the healing. I've had many clients do that. Best approach now is not marital work. Each of them needs individual therapy to work on their own issues. He needs to work on his alcoholism. Just stopping drinking isn't enough. He's got to figure out all the issues connected to the alcoholism. Why he did it for so long. Why he caused her so much pain. And he's got to own the responsibility for his drinking 100%, not blame her or anybody else. She needs to work on her codependency, why she tolerated his drinking for so long, heal from the wounds he put on her, and why she had the affair. When they are in solid recovery and both are ready and willing to work on the marriage, couple work makes sense. His drinking, frankly, can be addressed first. It did a lot of damage for a lot of years. Plus, he's the one that's not quite as pulled into this marriage, and so I always start with the one who's not quite sure about the marriage. Okay, we're going to deal with your sin first to get your attention and to get you hopefully broken and repentant. Plus, biblically, the man goes first anyway. He's the leader. After you heal from his alcohol and the damage it did, and hopefully we've pulled him back into the situation, the marriage, and the commitment, the trust, then we will deal with her affair and heal from that. You can't do both at the same time, so let's do the alcohol and then the adultery. When they begin couple work, my book, I Don't Love You Anymore, can guide them through the healing process for both the alcohol and her adultery. Step by step, biblically, how to heal from serious marital sin. And again, look for spots and openings to share Christ with your friend. Finally, if you are finding these videos helpful, and who couldn't, subscribe to my YouTube channel, tap the like button, and leave a rating and a review and a comment. And if you have a question for me, email it directly to me. Chances are I'll answer it in the Ask the Doctor videos. David E. Clarke, PhD, that's Clarke with an E, David E. Clarke, PhD @gmail.com. You can send those questions directly to me.